Jeremy Clarkson is never one to hold back his opinions, but this time, his frustration runs deeper than politics. It's personal. In a candid conversation with Times Radio, the former Top Gear presenter blasted UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer, admitting outright, "I hate that man." His reason? What Clarkson calls Starmer's dismissive attitude toward farmers, something the TV star, now a full-time farmer, takes to heart. Clarkson, who runs the famous Diddley Squat Farm in Oxfordshire, has long been an outspoken advocate for rural communities. He's previously banned Starmer from his pub, The Farmer's Dog, and says the ban still stands. In his words, Starmer is so flippant about farmers, a stance Clarkson believes shows just how out of touch political leaders can be with the realities of agricultural life. But Clarkson's sharp words came during one of the most difficult weeks he's faced since taking on farming. His farm has been hit with a devastating outbreak of bovine tuberculosis, TB, forcing a 2-month shutdown of cattle operations. "It's awful, absolutely awful," Clarkson explained. "You have a test every 6 months and think of it as a hypothetical threat. But when the vet says, 'I'm really sorry, this one's failed,' everything changes. You're locked down. It's dreadful." The heartbreak didn't stop there. Within 24 hours of learning about the TB outbreak, Clarkson also discovered that one of his puppies had died, and a calf was gravely ill. "Honestly, farming? I'm not enjoying it this week," he admitted. While the farm shop will remain open, all cattle must undergo isolation and repeated testing before operations can resume. Under UK law, cattle that fail TB tests or receive inconclusive results twice must be culled, a devastating but necessary step to contain the disease. Bovine TB, often spread from badgers to cattle and between cows themselves, is a long-standing threat to UK farms. Oxfordshire, where Diddley Squat Farm is located, sits in an edge area, a buffer zone between high and low-risk TB regions requiring frequent herd testing. Several nearby cases have been reported in recent weeks, adding to the pressure on local farmers. Clarkson's anger towards Starmer is underscored by the government's recent decision to phase out badger culling, a controversial but historically central method of TB control. Critics of the cull see it as inhumane, while many farmers argue it's necessary to protect herds. Meanwhile, Environment Secretary Steve Reed has promised a long-term plan for UK farming, pledging to improve profitability and resilience. The government also insists it will invest £5 billion into farming over the next 2 years, alongside reforms to support British produce and reduce inheritance tax rates for farmers. For Clarkson, though, the promises mean little in the face of the emotional and financial toll he's experiencing right now. As he battles disease, loss, and uncertainty, one thing is clear: Jeremy Clarkson's fight for farming is as personal as it is political.